Hey, what's up, folks? Welcome back to another 3D Hangouts. My name is Noah Ruiz. I'm a designer here at Adafruit. And joining me every week is my brother, Pedro.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Pedro's Creative Tech here at Adafruit, and every week we're here to share 3D printed projects featuring electronics from Adafruit.
That's right. This is a show we combine 3D printing and DIY electronics to inspire you, the lovely viewers. Hello, everybody hanging out in the Discord chat room. Welcome to the show. We're so happy to see everybody and tuning in wherever you might be, whether you're live or not. Hello. You can join us during the live show. If you want to do that, you can hit up the Discord server. The invite code for that, the URL, is discord.gg/Adafruit. And we're going to take a moment to welcome everybody to the show who's live and tuning in, because that's what we do. We'll give some shout outs, I'll pay some bills, and then we'll get into this week's super cool project.
Shout outs and good morning to everybody hanging out in all of the chat rooms. We are hanging out in the YouTube, on Twitch, on Facebook Live, on LinkedIn, Periscope?
LinkedIn, Periscope, TikTok.
Good morning.
Snapchat.
Everybody hanging out. Sarah Cartoon. Good morning. Over on the Discord, we have Andy Calloway, Susan, we got DeWester. And over on the Twitch, hanging out. And on Facebook. Hey, Facebook is working again. How about that?
Yeah, we had to update our stream key. It has changed. It used to be persistent, and now it's resistant.
Good morning, Rank Holmes, hanging out in the Facebook chat. Good morning, everybody hanging out. Thank you all for joining us every single morning.
Yeah.
April Jan on the YouTube. Good morning, Stuart Riggs.
My eyesight has changed. All right, so
go ahead and jump into some of the housekeeping.
Oh, okay. I wanted to talk about us. All right, let's pay some bills real quick. If you spend more money with Adafruit, you're gonna get some free stuff. So this week we have some new tiers. I think they're the same from last week, but hey, let's chat about them. For $99 or more, you'll automatically get a free Perma Proto half-size breadboard. For orders that are $149 or more, we'll get the STEMMA QT breakout board randomly selected per order. If you have an account, make sure you don't have the same one twice. For orders that are $200 or more, you get the randomly selected STEMMA QT board, the Perma Proto half-size breadboard, and free ground shipping from UPS for continental US only. Check this out. You can get the details at adafruit.com/free. You don't have to add any codes or anything to get these because they get automatically added to your cart. The smarts of PHP or whatever things written in.
What a concept.
Yeah, concept. But yeah, there's still freebies going on while supplies last. We used to have another board, but the supplies didn't last, so we had to give them all up. We gave so many of them for free. It was the Circuit Playground Express, but that's whatever. But that is the update to free. Pretty much the same as last week. All right. We're still promoting the Halloween Hackfest. We have an actual printed poster of it right there. That's not a superimposed graphic. It's real. It's a real poster. Thank you so much for Teddy. Is it the Teddy Pipes sent us that?
Yes.
Yeah, Teddy Pipes asked if we wanted one. If anyone would like one of those.
Real.
It's a real poster. We can get it because I guess we're sponsoring it. But if you have a project you'd like to enter into the contest, all you got to do is post it up on Hackaday.io. I have a link somewhere. The link has to be somewhere. Where is it, Pedro?
I'm looking too.
I know, it's somewhere here. Come on.
Halloween.
Come on. I'm live. I have to do it.
I just posted it in the chat room.
Good, because that's where I'm going to grab it from.
Head on over to Hackaday.io/contest/couple numbers with Halloween Fest.
I love couple numbers. It means it's unique and hackery. So here is the page. Page has got the link. Oh, I haven't even. Here's the link. There's submissions. There's 25 submissions this week. The deadline for this contest is Thursday, October 28th this year at 11:59 p.m. Pacific time. Even if you're not, definitely check out the submissions for some inspiration on some cool Halloween projects. Check out this book.
Wow.
This is a new one I haven't seen. It's a cool book.
Oh, is this from
Is
Stuart?
this Stuart's?
Yeah.
It is Stuart's. Excellent work, Stuart. Very, very cool. Got a lot of cool, fun things here. Whoa, that's intense.
Right.
wiring diagram.
But the effect though is super.
But what's
cool.
really
You
cool,
guys go check
Stuart
it
knows
out.
what's the details. If you actually use Adafruit stuff, you'll get double the prize money. So
Yeah.
if I was a judge, I'd vote for Stuart.
Yeah, too.
But it's a very cool one. There's a video too on his Twitter, so check it out. Very, very cool work, Stuart. It's very spooky and great use of all the different things put together. 3D printing, Mod Podge, laser cutting, DIY electronics, Circuit Python, all that stuff. So check it out. Very spooky, but very tech cool. Good blend of all the things. But that is the Halloween Hackfest update. So check it out. We got a banner. All right. Jobs wanted. You can go to jobs.adafruit.com to see all the latest DIY style projects. If you're looking for a new gig, or if you're an employer looking to get a maker with some skills, you can find them on jobs.adafruit.com.
One of the ones that was highlighted last week was a full-time WordPress guru.
For Adafruit, yeah.
Yes.
So if you find yourself savvy with WordPress, check out the Adafruit job listing. There's some new ones here too. Enrollment director from Blue Stamp Engineering. Ashwa is hiring a community coordinator. It's a contract position. Yeah, but check them out. The jobs.adafruit.com. Cool. All right. Circuit Python meetings normally happen on Mondays. This week there was a holiday on Monday, so we did it on Tuesday. So shout out to all the core devs. This is a great way for all the community to tune in and hear what's happening in the latest Circuit Python stuff. Recently reached a milestone for the Python on Microcontrollers newsletter. 9,000 folks. This is a great way to get your Python-related projects or products featured in front of all those lovely folks. So you can hit up Ann Barella on Twitter or email, what is it, support@adafruit.com?
I think it's CP.
cp@adafruit.com. Yeah, I'll figure it out. But you could also post it up on Discord and tag Ann Barella. She spearheaded the newsletter. All right. I think that's it. That's all the housekeeping? Newsletters, that's pretty much the one. We also have other newsletters, right? The new newsletter and the daily newsletter. But we're really highlighting the Python on microcontrollers because like 9,000 folks. That's like the highest subscribed newsletter out of all, I don't know, 10 or so, 12 newsletters.
It's definitely the one that is the most worked on with many hands in the pot for this one to make sure you get an excellent weekly newsletter.
Hands in the pot.
Yeah.
All right, let's get back over
delicious
to.
pot.
I need a pot of what is it called? Of chicken noodle. Yes. Do I sound different?
Additional shout outs to a couple people joined in the fun here. We got Rosin, we got Yanni hanging out. Everybody's tweeting about the Captain Kirk going into space on Blue Origin.
Yeah. I'm just now finding out.
Please post in the comments if you're watching it live on another channel too. I want to see what happens.
Oh, it's happening right now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's brilliant. I did not know.
All right, let's go ahead and jump into this week's very simple but
No, I wanted to
super
talk.
cool project.
What do we got here? We got some cool comments. The book is reminiscent of the book from the Ash vs. Evil Dead. Huh? I haven't actually seen that movie.
Yeah.
Would you recommend it? I'll watch it. Since it's Halloween. Stuart, hey Stuart, great work. Glad you're tuning in live.
Oh, he wants the blaster gun. Yes,
yeah, we'll tell you
coming
about
up.
the blaster gun. It's due. He
Just,
needs the blaster gun. Yeah, he did. The green one. Okay. Well, thanks, folks, for any more comments.
I guess it already happened. Yanni's saying that he has already
He has
become an astronaut.
Wow, that's crazy for an actor to become an astronaut. He beat Tom Cruise, huh? Sorry, Tom. You are just second place.
All right, let's go ahead and jump to this week's super cool project.
I want to talk to the audience more.
I'm going to go wear these guys. So a couple of weeks ago, you released the awesome 3D printed arms and the, the frames for these glasses. These are the LED matrix glasses. How freaking cool are these? You got the NeoPixel ring around and a matrix that is big enough to have some scrolling text on there.
Yes. Yeah, so if you go to learn.adafruit.com, we got a whole new Learn Guide on everything you need to know about the LED glasses and the driver board. So it's kind of a two-in-one thing. Did we show off last week the updated frame?
I don't believe so. Well, let's take a look at some of the updates. Like you were saying, we just got our hands on the LED driver board. It's a little bit thinner than a feather, but has a bunch of goodies on there, like a PDM mic. You have an accelerometer on there. You have the ability to hook up a LiPo battery by getting some traces on here. But we recommend using a USB battery. Super easy to do. And it's powered by the NRF 52840 on here. So you can do some wireless Bluetooth transfers.
Yeah, did you say the onboard sensors, right?
I think I got them all. PDM.
Yeah, the PDM microphone, you do audio projects, and the accelerometer or LIS3H are
a little charging
very well
circuit.
documented and tons of libraries for the LIS3H. Built-in slide switch. It even has a NeoPixel, like one right here, a little very tiny one.
Got a little software.
1212.
Software button and your reset.
Yes, so it's going to work with CircuitPython and Arduino. You can. It's got the UF2 bootloader, so when you double tap reset, you can drag and drop UF2 files, whether it's CircuitPython or some precompiled code. You can quickly swap out the code without having to worry about installing all the CircuitPython libraries, which I'm really happy about. So we have some really cool demos to share. This is a fresh one that I just got, so we have two sets right now. This is the fire code from Phil B. Paint Your Dragon. And this is somewhat of the dragon look. But yeah, these are very, very cool fire effects. And I just drag and drop the UF2 from the Learn Guide, and it just loaded up nicely there. So the 3D printed frame has been updated, so it can fit now not just the feather, but the BLE board. So the BLE board has M2 size slots, and they are slotted. So if you want to use something else to attach it to something else, you can do that. You don't have to use screws. You do not have to use screws, rather. And I'm just using hex nuts here to secure those screws. But yeah, they have enough clearance, just enough clearance to not short anything out. So that's really nice. Nice tight fitting. It's pretty close to the feather shape and feather, like the width of it, but it's slimmer because it doesn't have those pins breakouts. You'll notice that there is some pins here, but those are for reset clock and data for the NRF if you want to do some debugging or something. But normally what we think Lamar wants folks to do is to use the STEMMA QT connector so that you can daisy chain different sensors to it. But like I said, PDM mic can do the audio projects, and the accelerometers can do the motion-based things. I think I hit the reset button on accident, so let me hit reset again. There you go. So yeah, this is all available to download right now on the Learn Guide. So let me put these on real quick. I added some rubber bands in the back here just because it keeps it on my head a little bit better. But one of the things I noticed, if you're going to wear this for a while, maybe you're performing or something, you probably want to add some pads here to make it even more comfortable. So
I would suggest some sugru.
Yeah.
Mold it up into the shape of the bridge of your nose, and that should hold on pretty good.
Right. These screws right here are 16 millimeter. You can get away with 14 millimeter, but I don't have those. But they're M25 here for the hinge, and and then M25 hex nuts here. But yeah, that's the way I designed it there. And then M3 holes are in here. There's 3 holes to choose from, but you want to choose the middle one there, and that is. Do I keep hitting reset, or is the
You're
battery
probably touching.
dying?
No, I think you're probably touching the circuits, like bridging something.
Hope not. I think maybe the battery would. If it was to, anyway, yeah, that's the hinges. It's really, really simple assembly. You can check out the CAD animation if you want to get a breakdown on how it's assembled. But yeah, M25 for this, M3 for this, and M2 for that. I apologize that you have 3 different sizes of screws, but that's just the way it is. So, But yeah, you can totally see through them because of the slits here. It allows you to see very nicely. So I will, I guess, wear them now.
I think that's the coolest thing about this is you can actually see through them. You can fit them over your existing glasses. And if you don't want to 3D print the frames themselves, we actually have a couple of screw mounts in here that can be used for zip ties. So you can attach those to your existing frames, and even the costume prop glasses, like the oversized ones, you can attach those as well and fit those over your existing glasses. So a lot of options for wearing these. And yes, responding to Timmy on the YouTubes, we have 2 Bluetooth apps that you can use. We've had these for many years. You can do more than just send the text on them. You can do the color on them. You can change the program on there. So you have options for both iOS and Android. So definitely go pick those up. And we will show the demo for that in a little bit.
Yeah.
But super cool because, obviously you want to be able to control these with your phone.
Yeah, that's a really, we really wanted to highlight that in the video, like at the first, but...
yeah, check out the video. There is a lot of info-packed commentary on there that you can check out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so let's quickly scroll through the learn guide. Got some really fun copy. Always have awesome stories and copy with all the products. But yeah, the LED glasses panel sold separately because you can power it by other boards like a Feather or a QT Py RP2040. So you can do that. But this is the driver board is really what it's for. Yep. So all the different features and stuff on the board are laid out here. So if you want to get more details on that, you can just skim through it and take a look at those bullet points. For the pinouts, if you are writing some programs for it, you'll want to know which pins to call for, like the switch for the PDM mic. And they're all broken out here in our Pretty Pins PDF diagram that you can download. And this just walks you through all the little bits there. You got your JST connector and your USB-C type connector for power and programming. STEMMA QT connector for daisy chaining I2C peripherals or sensors. You got that user button switch. Here's the pinout in CircuitPython or in Arduino. Excuse me, and then these are the LEDs for the status indicator and the NeoPixel, which is also a status indicator. Accelerometer, microphone. Because of the library, you can talk to them by saying like board.accelerometer, board.microphone, clock and data. So that's how you can play with it, program to it. And the arrangement of the LEDs, you have 2 24 LED rings. And then a grid of 16 by 5. That's like the text scrolling. And then your STEMMA QT on either side here. So if you wanted to add another thing here, you can add another STEMMA QT, or a STEMMA QT like breakout if you want to do some sort of temperature sensing or something else. All right. And then the CircuitPython page, here's how you can download CircuitPython and flash the firmware for it. Just use the reset button to get into bootloader mode and drag and drop it, and then you can install the latest version of CircuitPython. We got a bunch of other pages here that are mirrored in from all the CircuitPython goodness. So like which editor we like to use and talking to the REPL. Like if you've never played with CircuitPython, this is going to walk you through all the things because they're kind of mirrored in from all the other CircuitPython pages. And then this particular one, the CircuitPython iLights starter projects. These are all the projects that are currently here. These are going to get updated, I'm sure. There's one that does the accelerometer, the tap and look. So you can like tilt your head down and you can change the color of the LED rings. The googly eyes is a cool one. We demoed that in the video as well, where you can shake your head left and right and it will kind of make this little half of a ring, like kind of rotate around the ring, which is really fun. And then there's motion reactive lights demo. This is like an audio spectrum visualizer. Very, very cool. I really like this one. It looks a lot like the code that was in the LED Matrix, the 13x9 little QT one that we did. It's actually the same code but it was ported out for that one. So now you can kind of see this one. And then, excuse me. And then there's the fire code, which I'm wearing right now. This one's also done in CircuitPython. And those are the ones right now. For the Bluetooth though stuff, however, right now we currently only have it in Arduino. So if you scroll down to the Arduino section, you go down to Bluetooth message scroller, and then here it's going to show you how to connect to it via the Bluefruit app. That's a free download for iOS or Android. And then here's where you want to tap on it. You can use the UART module to change up the text and the controller, and the color picker module to change up the colors. So there's the UF2 download. If you don't want to install Arduino and get all your board profiles and libraries installed, you can just download the UF2 file and drag and drop it to here. So that's what I'm going to do now. So let's go ahead and take a look at how we do that. I'm going to go ahead and queue up some stuff here. So let's go over here while I arrange my windows and stuff. See if I can get all my right folders and stuff. All right, I think I'm ready to try it out. So I'm gonna plug in the glasses through USB. I'll go into the bootloader mode. So let's go ahead and do the overhead. So in the overhead, I'm just gonna go ahead and double tap, reset. So 1, 2, you get that green LED that lets me know I'm in the UF2 bootloader mode. Your LEDs are gonna stop if they're running. That's fine, that's how it is. And then over on our desktop, you'll see that I have a new Glasses Boot USB drive. It's a simulated USB drive. So I'm going to drag and drop that UF2 file. It's named iLightBlueFruitScroll.uf2. So I'm just going to drag that, and then I'm going to drop it into the USB thing. Cancel, sorry, I did it wrong. Dragging and dropping is so hard. So it'll start copying over. You can see that there. Over on the overhead, you can see there, if Pedro had it in frame, that there was a little loady thing. Now it's loaded. By default, it's like 1% brightness. So I'm going to go ahead and fix that. So let's go ahead and get our somebody's app. I guess mine. Open up Bluefruit Connect. It should show up on your device. Let me turn down the brightness. If you're demoing phone stuff, just turn your brightness down. LED glasses driver, that's the name of it. Let's go ahead and connect to it. The LEDs normally show that you're connected. Then you can go to the controller, color picker, and then you can send it some sweet colors. There it is, super bright. By default, the text says, what does it say? Like download the Bluefruit app, I think. Yeah. Put it on your face.
Yes.
It probably won't. It's too short of a cable. Oh. But yeah, that looks way better at a distance. So it says connect, app, run Bluefruit, connect.
Which I did post all of the links for Android and iOS in all of the chats, so you can check those out.
Okay, so then over here I can show you UART. So in UART, there's a little text box. All this is white because that's like where the data is going to go. But here's what I want to update. So I'll type in Pedro Ruiz, and then you hit send. When you hit send,
so fast,
updates there, and then it even gives you a little readout here of what you just sent. And then you can go back over to controller, color picker, and then change the color maybe to some red or some green. It's pretty instant. Some blues, more greens. Let's do some purples. That's more of a purple. That's even more of a purple. And more of a blue, whatever. And then you can change the brightness by using this slider here. That's good if you're in a super dark setting and you want to get a camera or something to get a good picture of it. So really solid.
And in addition to this, you also have the iOS app for your watch, so you can actually select through a couple of the swatches on there to, like if you're on stage performing or something like that, you can have very quick access to that.
Let's see if I don't think I installed it here. Yep, I do have it. Sweet.
Take a look at what the interface for that looks like.
You get like palettes, which is kind of nice. I don't think you could do the UART stuff though, because it's like the watch, so it kind of strips away some of the things.
I mean, maybe for the newer watch model, we can get one of the devs to, because you know how it has like a keyboard now on there.
Oh, really?
A little tiny keyboard on your watch.
Yeah, I don't know. The watch was kind of not finicky. I mean, that's why you can't do UART on here, right? I just don't like.
I mean, it's just a remote control to your phone.
Sure. Yeah, I'm just saying, like me personally, I don't like to use the watch color picker, but it is there, which is really cool. And well, hey, you got a mobile device. A mobile device is a mobile device. Hey, there we go. You could use an iPad if you wanted to, right?
Or even your M1 computer should be able to run on there too.
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
If you have one.
I tested it. It works.
Very cool. Very reflective. Yeah, so there's a quick, demo of installing a UF2. Getting in the bootloader mode, dragging and dropping. That was very difficult to do. I almost dropped it in the wrong spot. What else can I say about it? What do you guys think about it? Tell me, what do you want to know?
Let's see, people saying, what do the glasses say?
They're stunned.
It's a little...
We've blind them. We don't know.
They say, good work. Looks nice.
Yeah, good work, everybody. Lamar and Phil combined together, and then everybody on the CircuitPython team are making all the libraries work. Phil B doing a lot of the demos, mostly just all of the demos.
And then Cat84 documenting, making like the pretty pins for the LED drivers. So definitely check out the guides. There's a ton of examples and work that went into fully documenting all of the capabilities of it.
That's
right. You can program it, like you said, in Arduino and in CircuitPython. A couple more really good demos coming out, and I wanted to highlight one.
Which one?
On the what channel is this? The Show and Tell channel on our Discord. Really cool one with the actual blinky eyes.
Help me find it on my screen.
Let's see.
Is it under General?
It is Show and Tell. Where's the topic?
There it
Show
is.
and Tell. It's like one of the newest ones. Scroll up just a little bit. Oh, scroll all the way down. It should come up. There it goes. Check out this blinky eye demo. Oh, maybe that's the top one. No, keep scrolling. I think this is after they had gotten it.
Yeah, these are.
Scroll down.
I just want to see it real quick. Like, these are some cool demos that we don't have right now, but they're cool that folks are kind of coming up with their own.
Scroll down because there is a GitHub to where all of
This
these are located. Really
Ooh,
cool with the
look at
blinky eyes. And this really shows the matrix grid of it. There is quite enough to make these blinky eyes. If you keep scrolling down more, you can see the GitHub link for it, and even attaching it to the Nunchuck breakout board, so you can actually control where the eyes are looking.
That's really cool. So you can puppeteer it if you are doing some sort of fun.
That part I did not see.
Yeah,
having the blinky with the trigger. Yeah,
that's super great. Wow.
Amazing.
So this is squid.jpg. Squid.jpg. Discord user squid.jpg. Very cool.
Excellent examples.
Did you say there's a GitHub link?
Yeah, he posted it somewhere. I think a little bit up somewhere. And
Mind your because the microphone. When you're boom, you can hear it. GitHub. Shifty Eyes.
There you go.
Thank you, Squid. Look at this one. So
That's
you
so
can
good.
check this out. Let's drop this link in the.
You can find it yourself too on the
but I'm putting it in the
channel.
The Discord live broadcast channel here. 50 Eyes.
How cool is
Very
this?
cool. And it's an Arduino project, so you can install Arduino. And here's the INO. Just make sure you get your board profiles installed. That's all documented here in the Arduino setup of the Learn guide. So here you'll need to do things. How many things? This many.
Oh, for setting up your
I don't have my Arduino set up. I'm sorry, I'm a terrible person. But UF2s are great. You can drag and drop them, because even that alone is difficult. Yes. But yeah, here is how to set up your stuff, your Arduino profile. It's not difficult, it's just you got to do it, right? And then there's another page called Arduino board testing. Cool. This tells you what you want to do. Okay, I'm gonna have to do this later because I want to install the demo. It's very cool.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I don't think we have any of the breakouts, but we'll definitely have to put some on order.
What do you mean? What breakouts?
The Nunchuck.
Oh, that's
breakout.
right. You sure we don't have them? All right. Well, that's just a quick look at the Learn Guide Arduino page. My contribution, it's down in the downloads. I have these 3D models of the PCB. So if you want to design some unique attachments or closures or whatever, you can use these 3D models. They're in different open formats such as 3MF, STL, STEP, and Fusion 360. And they are all populated too, so you can get the LEDs or the components, the connectors, they're all there. And if you just want to laser cut something, you can use these schematics here and get. Boy, they look different. I guess it's just the screenshot, because I know the holes are not actually that, but that's just the way it looks like in CAD, in Eagle CAD rather. But yeah, there you go. You can always use Lamar's schematics and PCB files to make a new file, because they're open. It's very, very fun. But yeah, there's the links to the GitHub links, 3D models on GitHub for the panel and the driver. They're 2 separate models, 2 separate folders, so that's why I linked them out that way. The panel is just the glasses, and then the Bluetooth driver board is right here. It's called the LED driver. And then you can have data sheets for the LED driver. That's the IS31FL3741, LIS3DH, the PDA microphone. All the data sheets and everything is here. So it's really cool that everything about all the things are here. You even get the exact NR52840 module PDF data sheet. It's called the RayTac MBDT50Q. So you get all the details if you're making a breakout using any of these components. So that's really cool. You get the footprints too. And that's the Learn Guide in a nutshell. I think there's more demo code getting added. But yeah, it's nice that you have a bunch of different options for drag and dropping, or to walk you through installing the libraries and stuff, because yeah, sometimes it's a little bit.
And then you get the additional links to some of the other components you might need, like the STEMMA cables and the USB battery pack that we're using.
I'm going to download the music reactive one. I want to download this one. Get that one set up here. So let me do it again, where I do some live dragging and dropping. Take a tap reset. There's glasses boot. I need to go to my downloads folder. There it is. I could probably just do it this way. There it goes. Let that copy. Hello.
111 222.
These look a little different.
111.
They look like the brightness has been lowered or something.
Woo.
Like instead of this being white, it's not purple. That's cool. Woo. Yeah. Hey, what's up, folks? PDA mic, right there. So yeah, these are really cool audio ones because they're audio reactive, right? So those are cool. The googly eyes are cool too, because you can tilt your head and move around. So that's cool. All right.
Super cool. Can't wait to put these on a pumpkin or something with that fire code.
Yeah, I really like the fire code one, actually. I'm going to switch it back.
And then there's another one that we didn't demo too, like tap to change colors is always super cool.
Yeah. That's the wrong spot.
Synthwave, says Yanni. And then some more banter. Andy Calloway saying that with those glasses, you could make a spectacle of yourself.
Yeah, man. Lots of spec puns going on.
Yeah, super cool for Halloween.
There we go. Fire code. Yeah, I'm going to leave it on fire code. I think that's the coolest right now for this season, especially our background with like the pumpkins. And I brought out the tombstone with the Halloween eye. It was fun.
How cool.
So yeah, that's this week's kind of project. The frames have been out for a second, but we wanted to make a dedicated video for the LED driver and the LED panel. So you can check that out. It's a good video that showcases those 3 demos. But yeah, more demos to come, and shout out to everybody who's like writing their own demos. It's really, really cool to see on the Discord there.
Yeah, it's going to be one of those where the projects will continue to be made well into next year. Super cool.
Yep. And again, CAD files for them. They're all available to download on the GitHub, the Learn Guide, and there's also a dedicated guide for just the LED frames, the glasses frames. So you can check that out. And then here's just like the board itself. That one was added last week, but it's still there, so you can check it out. Yeah.
And a reminder that if the LED boards are not in stock, you can use something like a cutie pie or a feather.
Yeah,
that's what you
what
were
we had
actually
first
showing it off as. So that does work as well. You might have to solder. I think it's only the RP2040 that has the STEMMA out. But I think do you show how to wire it up with a feather, like a normal one?
No. Last week's project is kind of like that because it's pretty much the same LED driver, different LED arrangement, but you could totally do that project. But yeah, the RP2040 doesn't have a built-in PM mic, but the Feather Sense does, and that's kind of how we wired it. Just 0 clock, 0 data, voltage and ground. But yeah, you can see here the two photos. I got the Feather and the BLE board. It's like almost the same size, but not quite because those header pins are missing.
All right, so cool. You can sign up so you can get notified when more come back in stock. I did say that they were building a couple more, so they should be back in your cart in a little bit.
Cool.
Maybe later today.
Yeah. Shout out to team for releasing the Learn Guide and doing all the cool demo code and stuff.
Very cool. All right, let's go ahead and jump into this week's. So what are we prototyping?
Yeah. We don't really have much updates. We could show off the ray gun, I guess.
Yeah.
This is probably what we need to really start documenting. Phil B. This is a collab project with Phil B. So it's a fun 3D printed prop from the Star Trek animated series, the Slaver weapon. So you have a little trigger here. You have a speaker. You see the M4 with a PAM, 8302 amplifier, and the little mini over speaker here. So a lot of wires going on here, but that's because there's a lot of connectors. At some point, we're going to have some features here where you can change up the sound effects using this little slide potentiometer, which is really neat. But we got some magnets going on there, so you can put this back on there. And there's a little speaker hole
right
there.
Adds like bass to it.
Yeah, acoustics. Fun, huh? Little built-in slide switch. I did a little layer on how to do these built-in holders for your projects. Very cool. And Paige is going to show off some different filaments that we've been playing with.
Yeah, so Phil B had a request on some shiny filament. So we are testing out this really simple one from, I forgot the name of it. I'll post a link in the comments though. This is a really nice shiny one, and this is what it looks like on multiple parts. And yeah, you can definitely tell the difference between the green that you were using before and this shiny PLA.
Yeah, it looks more futuristic, more on par with like what I think the show wanted. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so you definitely get a lot of very nice shiny highlights on here. And I think he's trying to avoid having to do any post-processing on it. So yeah, this is a really good way to go. The only thing that is not cool on it is the strength of the little snap fit parts. I did try a couple of different settings, and like printing it slower, printing it hotter. The infill doesn't matter just because of how few parameters there are for the little snap fit parts, but it just kept breaking. So unfortunately, the only part that will be in the regular green will be the Pamel. And as you can see here, this is the part that we're talking about that kept breaking off. You even tried increasing the thickness of it, and it's just the filament. Whatever additives that they're adding for the shininess is making these little clippy parts
break right off.
Yeah, brittle and break right off. Yeah. No matter what settings I try setting it up to. But for the most part, all the other parts don't have any of those snap fit parts. They're all like the magnet stuff, so perfect for those. So that's the only bummer.
And it's the only snap fit part, really, as you see here. The rest of the assembly is all screwed together, and there's magnets, which makes it a lot easier to take apart than having to deal with designing and then getting your snaps to work. But yeah, this is a little bit of an over-engineering bit. You don't really need that there, but I thought it was fine. Since the way you're going to reprogram the board or recharge the battery is through the USB connector here, and there's plenty of room here for a cable and clearance and stuff. But that's where all the engineering went into, like making sure that the assembly is not a pain in the neck. But yeah, these are some cool parts. Very, very fun. None of them really require any support, so I had to do a lot of little things like adding little drafted angles here to some of the geometry. Like this would have had a nasty overhang if I left it like that. And you have to have like a nice flat edge here for your buttons. Lots of little things here to make it the assembly good, easy, and no supports. But yeah, very cool filament. I wish it was stronger with snaps. And the tolerances, because you can print it on 2 different printers, it's a little bit tighter, but it still works. It's just a little bit tighter. So I purposely make things a little bit more loose in my designs because I know that the multi-makers like to make things really, really tight. This is a really good filament. Like, I mean, it's strong. It's just those snaps for whatever reason. They just really.
So I am putting the link to the Amazon listing to that, just with the caveat of that, like we said before, the snap fit parts will come out kind of weak.
Also, you'll notice here I have a right-handed and a left-handed. I'm left-handed. Sorry. But you can see here I made Phil B's right hand.
Yes.
Because he's a right-hand man.
And they do have a couple of other colors. This is from Nova Maker Shiny Silk Green Puree.
And if you haven't seen the episode of Star Trek, it's episode... I have it in my downloads folder. Season 1, episode 14. Yeah.
I can't wait to see Phil B. I think he's posted it online. His cosplay so far.
Yeah, we shared on the show too.
The cat.
Yeah.
The grumpy cat.
Space cat. Yeah, very, very cool. So that's what we're prototyping. I got to start documenting this. Yeah, there's a lot of little things. So I'll take pictures.
Yes, we got that. You have we did not bring it out here. It is the Loki pruner. That one too.
Yeah,
needs to go
nice.
into a document stage for that one.
Mm-hmm.
And then some cool projects with the wireless inductive LEDs. I think they want the Gauntlet, the Infinity Gauntlet, which I didn't know. I didn't know that it just came out. You know, when did the movie come out? Like 5 years ago now or something like that? So I was super surprised to know that Lego Gauntlet like back ordered, sold out, like super popular. So we're gonna add some of the inductive wireless LEDs to that. Just design a quick little part so the little LEDs will be held in place without being rattled around.
Mm-hmm.
And then John Park made a really cool guide on building like a stand for that, like out of this really cool wood. So definitely check that out as well. And then after that, probably Christmas stuff. I see all of the retailers already bringing out all of their Christmas gear already. So that's what we're looking towards now. Funny.
I'm replying to Stuart. He's asking what magnets.
Oh yeah, so KJ magnets. Yeah, you got the link there.
Yep.
Really cool place to get all your magnets.
Yeah, I forget the exact dimensions, but in that link it'll tell you. These are the magnets that I used for the Star Trek prop.
Super cool.
Yeah. They're inches, sorry. They're a 1/4 inch diameter and an 1/8 inch thick. It's really good. Phil B already had these on hand. He's like, oh, this is perfect.
I think we used these on
really
past
nice
projects.
Yeah. The magnets we stock in the store are really chunky and really big. Didn't work for the small prop. So I had to get some smaller ones. But yeah, this is a great place to get magnets. They have all sorts of shapes, sizes, diameters.
They got cubes.
They have cubes.
Like, discs.
Yeah, I like the little... They're like flat. They're great for like bracelets and stuff. Remember?
Yes, I do have those. Yeah, that's what I use for the LED. What is it? Bangle cuff?
Yeah,
I forget the name of it.
Something like that.
Oh, I didn't even know they had these arcs. and
stars. You could sew them into things. That's great. And they have like little
stars,
stepped blocks. That's a new one. I've never seen. I'm scratching my head in awe.
I'd definitely be very aware of the size. I remember I ordered one, it got the wrong size, and this giant
arc segments.
Freaking like
thumbtacks.
What?
They have stickies.
How cool. Huh.
Colors.
Yeah, but anyway, I got this giant, like the wrong size, totally wrong size. Came with a box with a warning on it. I was like, oh, geez.
Well, that's fun.
It's like danger. Your hand will get crushed.
Right. There's a YouTube video of like fake person getting his arm smashed.
I saw that. Yeah. Yeah, Sandy Calloway saying, "Christmas, what happened? Did I miss Easter? I know. It like
Christmas what?
how all the Christmas stuff is coming out.
Oh, that's just the way every year is like that,
Oh,
folks.
it's so crazy.
It's just the way
September
the big
for
box stores are. They got to have their
especially right now with all the
shipping,
shipping being delayed and everything. So go ahead and get your Christmas gear now.
Yeah, just be happy that shit's going on.
All right, let's go ahead and jump into this week's community makes.
That was what your prototype was. Magnets. How does it work?
Where'd the mask go? Super popular, trending.
All right, now we're on to community makes.
I don't even know where this came from. Like all of a sudden, like everybody's talking about Squid Game.
I don't know. I didn't know it was popular. I watched it maybe 2 weeks ago when it first came out, and I was like, "Oh, this is neat." I had some time, so I watched it, and I was like, "Oh, this is cool." Well, you know what I mean. It's not cool that people are dying and stuff, but it's got an interesting story, character development, blah blah blah, yada yada. You don't have to watch it.
Yeah, I've been watching all of the spoilers and like the behind the scenes, like how they built the sets, all the
it's really cool
visual effects for it. So that's the thing I've been watching.
Right.
And of course, the 3D printed mask, which a polygonal mask like this has been around for quite a while.
Yeah, in 2012, there's a really popular design that came out there on Thingiverse.
Mm-hmm.
This
is a really cool one, printed or designed by, I forget the name. We have it in the credits
like
there.
Hobb.
Yeah, I think the
I'm doing like a beat thing.
And what I really like is there's a little video on there on how he designed it inside of Blender, so you can see all of the polygons, how he's connecting all of those. So check that out in the downloads. I post a link when I'm done modeling this mask.
Yeah, Hobb yeon put together a little
Hobb yeon, yeah.
Hobb yeon put a little video on how they put it together and they modeled it in Blender. And what I like about this version, because there's actually quite a few versions available on Thingiverse. This one has like a nice slot on the edge of the mask for rubber bands and a strap or something. So if you want to do that. But yeah, the thing files here, you can get a Blender file if you want to like get the original source, and then the STLs are right there. And the popular one on Thingiverse, let me see, do I have it? This one here, this is the main one that I've been seeing everybody. It's on the homepage of Thingiverse. This one has, the only difference I can see is the side of the mask has a hole instead of like a slot. So I kind of like the other version better. But yeah, shout out to all the folks who are modeling up their own version of the frontman mask. Yeah, but this is the one we downloaded. Shout out to Pedro for picking the lesser known downloaded one. You didn't even know. It's just like, guys.
Well, I saw it come up in the my RSS, and that's where I find all of the like as soon as it's posted is it's when I start like I have like a whole giant spreadsheet of all of the interesting things that I see posted like in real time on all of the socials. And if you're wondering why I always post Thingiverse stuff, it's because they're the only ones who have an RSS. I can't go to multiple websites and like go through there. I have one giant RSS feed that has all of my news
it's like
in it.
It's a drag and drop is actually kind of hard.
I don't have time for that, man. They should get someone to convert their feed into an RSS.
Right, we get it. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to walk through a little bit of a little tutorial on, do we have time? We have like 10 minutes.
Yeah, we got 10 minutes real quick. One of the things that you wanted to know was how I set this up, because a lot of the printing, you just hand it off to me and I go figure it out. Printer breaks, I had to go in there and fix it and do all of the maintenance and figuring out how to get the most optimized way to slice, to have the supports on there, and time. Okay, we have to do this really quick.
Let me do it. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get the STL from Thingiverse. It comes in like this. So what Pedro found out is to rotate it. So I'm going to rotate it upside down.
And one of the things I keep seeing everybody do is
printing it upside down.
They're printing it in the air, which I've mentioned so many times here. I feel like a broken record. I usually sink the model down into the bed. In this case, I sunk it down about -4 millimeters.
I got a tip real quick. Let me do a tip. You can use your hotkeys R and T to switch between rotate and move. So I'm just going to move this down.
If you hover over the tools, it'll actually tell you too what the...
Oh, that's cool. S for scale, R for rotate.
Yeah.
But you can see here under the Z box, I'm just going to erase that and clear it out to make it say -4 millimeters, because that's what Pedro said.
I just have like a nice even number for that. And another tip too, if you look underneath, you can see the blue is visualizing how much of that model is being sunk into the bed, and what you want is a nice, flat, even little platform for that to print on.
The more surface area you have, folks, the better adhesion you're going to get to your thing. So that, in terms of like, placing it on your bed, that's the optimal way to place it down in your bed. Sink it down by 4 millimeters or so, and check how much surface area you're getting that's touching the bed. Mm-hmm. I keep looking at your watch and I'm nervous.
No, it's spam calls.
Okay, I'm like, oh no, we don't have time.
No.
All right, so when it comes to actual slice settings, you're going to want your layer height to be whatever you like. We have it 0.2. Yeah, the main thing I want to change here is something called the support line width.
Yes.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't show up, so I had to turn that on. So right here under the little icon here, you can drop down the quality, and then it's right here, support line width. We actually want to reduce that from whatever it was. It was 0.38, so we brought it down to 0.2, just so that it's thinner.
Yes.
Good catch.
That'll make it super easy to remove. There's no point in having the support materials be the exact same width of your actual geometry.
All right. And then down here for the infill, you want to change this to something like gyroid. And how much did you use?
I think I used like 6%. Yeah, I used super low infill.
Okay. It's still kind of strong, right?
Yeah. I mean, because of the thinness of it, there's not too much infill on this to begin with.
All right,
it's
so
just
that
parameters, yeah.
All right. And then...
here's the part you want, the supports. I just had it generate it for me. I tried placing it myself, and it would not. The way that the custom supports work in Cura is not as good as something like Simplify 3D.
Okay. So
yeah, just have the overhang to like 70, have the support placement everywhere, pattern to zigzag, density 4%. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, and the brim too. I think you already talked about that. The brim.
No, I didn't.
Have a brim on there about 6 to 8, something like that, just so it like has that extra adhesion on the bottom, since you are going to have like a relatively small like surface area on the bed anyway.
Okay, you actually turned off support interface. You didn't need that?
No, that like it has a tendency to like fuse to the rest of the geometry, so it's like you don't really need it here. I usually use it when you have like a really big flat like overhang.
Okay.
So I don't really need it for that. I'll show you where the overhang is on this chin here.
I got another tip here. I was getting a really, really slow preview when I sliced it. So Pedro told me a really good tip here. If you bring up your preferences for Cura,
one of the very first things inside of General, if you look down to Force Layer View Compatibility, it's like the second to the last there before you scroll.
This one.
Right there, I enable that.
So turn that on, and that'll make your slice way faster. It was super slow. Like I didn't think we'd be able to do this. So let's go ahead and slice it. I think we do have to add some custom support though because of the chin or whatever.
I think I did have to, yeah.
Yeah. So we'll show you there. So once this is done,
jump over to
I'll
the preview.
switch over to preview.
Ready.
We go. So this is immensely
not
faster.
too bad. Yeah, that's not too bad.
Right, but there's
Except
nothing on the chin.
yeah.
There's nothing on the chin for some
so you just
strange reason.
Add one to the chin.
So go back to prepare. Click on the model, so it's highlighted, and then under here there's support.
Which I gotta remind people that is a plugin you have to add on.
Crap.
It's built in though. Their little marketplace.
All right.
Their little thing there. It's just you search for it, type in custom.
Let me guess. There's an
supports.
update for the plugin.
Oh, probably, yeah. There you go, custom sports, yeah. Oh wait, no, it's already updated.
Then what's this for? This little
Something
one?
else. You gotta scroll. You don't have time to scroll down for that.
Oh boy.
Some other one. No, you're good.
Well, in any manner, use this thing and download custom supports
Hmm?
under wherever plugins maybe.
It's in there somewhere.
Yeah.
And you can see it's by like alphabetically, so.
Okay, somewhere in here.
Yeah. There it is, custom sports.
Oh, excellent.
Right there.
Excellent. Yeah, and it gives you a checkbox what you have.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we got. Should have to Crash Mirror for the custom supports. So let's use it, shall we? Custom support. Click on the thing. Click on the thing. And then now we can just click on a piece here. So what, right here?
It's just that top portion.
Right there. There's your support. It kind of shoots through the head, but that's fine.
Yeah, you can update. You can have it like be tapered. You can have like a wider base and a smaller size for the top. And then you can also just scale the actual supports.
All this is
by
default
itself.
here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, when you use
you can go in
these-
the scale. Yeah, you can go in there.
Scale it up. But we don't need to do that, right?
Nah,
Okay.
that's it.
All right, let's slice it now.
And she should have that. It's just that chin portion. I think some of the models. I think I did see a remix where they just have it at an angle, so you don't have that overhang on there.
Mm. Yeah, but I've seen a lot of people printing it with more than
Yeah, way too
more
much
support than you might need. But here's some tips here on how you can get away with printing it without so many supports. But there you can see.
Yeah, I was gonna delete the ones that were in the eyes, but they came out super clean, so
Yeah.
I would leave it on.
And the nose, it's problematic. But yeah, that's how. Those are some tips. Hopefully they are helpful to you.
Yay!
Yeah. And it would take 13 hours. And that's without a time lapse.
Yeah, I think the time I have it listed there. I think it took like 24 hours
Yeah.
because the head moves, parks, like chills for like a couple of seconds because of the long exposure, or the long long shutter speed that I'm using on it.
So these you can actually see through it. You just hot glue them in there.
Yeah, just hot glue. You could have used
glue.
super glue to make it look a little bit more cleaner, but I was in a rush.
I'm always afraid of haze.
Oh yeah,
That's what I
yeah.
don't
So
want.
that's the other thing too. I broke one of the grids, so it was very easy to remove the hot glue. So it would have been a nightmare with super glue.
This here, instead of just having a circle, having a rectangular slit like here is really nice. Even though we're just using rubber band, it'd be nice to have a nice comfortable ribbon and then a buckle of some sort. And then you added some of this insulation.
Yeah, so that's a weather sealant.
Yeah. The glue isn't the best. It kind of sucks, but the adhesive
I did. So I added hot glue
I
on
can see
the
that.
bottom. I didn't add it to the top,
Very cool.
but you could definitely do that. And I have it on the nose bridge
Oh.
as well
didn't notice
because
that.
it like goes into your
It's
nose.
black, yeah.
So
But
just those
very cool
two
insulation.
strips of weather sealant will make it very comfortable. Because otherwise, it's like trying to get into your eyeballs.
Yeah, it hurts. Yeah, I wish I wore this when I did that beat.
Yeah.
Because I was sitting there taking the pain.
And of course, you can see through the grids.
Yeah, you totally can. I am beat playing drum.
Dow 20 is looking for max headroom mask with integrated LED glasses. That is a really good idea.
You want me to switch?
And then Susan, yes, Halloween all around, please, yes. My wife has Hocus Pocus running
On repeat?
on repeat
Mm-hmm.
all year long.
All year long.
Yeah.
All month long?
All year long.
Okay.
I know. Thanks for the people liking the haircut. Yeah.
Yeah, picture
I
the
had
haircut.
it was like 2 years since I cut my hair.
Let's see the haircut, Pedro.
It's not even like done or anything. Like I didn't even
Well, it's great,
style
you'll
it or
have to.
anything. Yeah, my wife was cutting it she cut it twice during the lockdown, but then it got too long and it's like a pain in the butt to cut. So she gave up and said just put it in a ponytail.
I had a man bun.
I have snaps of me getting the tail removed, so I'll post that later.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I can finally feel a breeze in the back. So much better.
I cut my own hair like a crazy man. Yeah, maybe I'll go at some point. But yeah, thanks for.
And we actually look like brothers now.
That's funny. Yeah.
I like how we're like wearing the same but the Epcot shirts.
Yeah. By the way, this goes really well. The shirt goes really well.
Yeah, it does, huh?
Because
With
the printed white.
I wish they made a black one too, like just invert the colors, or like a blue one or something. All right, I think that is gonna do it for this.
Yeah, we're running over time.
episode.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, it is. It's
Yeah,
time for
bad.
lunch. I am starving.
Yeah, we gotta go ship those parts, huh?
Yeah. Later tonight, we're gonna be hosting the Adafruit Show and Tell. So please come on and show off the cool stuff you guys are working on.
Yeah.
It could be electronics, PCBs, 3D printing, designs in the process, or even your child's art project. Always cool to see. Definitely love seeing updates on all the projects you guys are working on. So definitely stop by and show that off.
Okay. And then shortly after, we'll be Ask an Engineer at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, every Wednesday at 8 p.m. A full hour of Lamar and Phil, open source hardware, new products, and more.
That's Super cool.
Yeah.
Got some really cool digi-key guests on there. Some really cool skateboard or inline skate stuff.
Cool. All right. JP's on tomorrow at 4 p.m. Make sure you check him out. Deep Dive with Scott is on Friday.
Yes.
2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern.
Always
And then
working.
back to Sunday, we got our sometimes random hacker evenings.
It's been happening like 8 to 9 now, so definitely a more before you go to bed anyway.
Right.
Good times.
And then Mondays are normally CircuitPython meetings at 2 p.m. Eastern time. And then Tuesdays is product pick of the week with JP. That's 4 p.m. Eastern time or 1 p.m. Pacific time. In the mornings of Wednesdays, we're doing this. And then later is that full block of shows with the show and tell and then Ask Engineer back to back.
Very cool.
Yeah.
All right, it's going to be it for this show.
Thanks everybody for tuning in. We'll see you later tonight. Again, we're hosting the show and tell, so we hope to see you. And good luck on all your maker endeavors. We wish everybody good health.
And with that, don't forget to make a great day. See you later tonight.
Bye, folks.